Hey y'all, welcome to Dirty Laundry.
Hola.
Whoop, whoop,
I'm Pumpkin.
I'm KenBarbie.
Boobs and tattoos. Italia. Whatever y'all want to call me. I ain't know if y'all call me. What do y'all call me?
I say boobs.
Yeah, I'm confused.
I like boobs.
I'm excited.
So we're back with another episode of Dirty Laundry. If you missed any of the other episodes, you can go to youtube.com/2thepshow, and that's number 2, and you can pull up episodes 1 through 4. And today's topic, we're talking about marriage today, point blank period. So
we're calling it Why I Didn't Get Married.
But you want to get married, right?
We'll talk about that later.
Really?
So you have the top 10 reasons why you didn't get married.
Well, not me specifically. Exactly. It's actually the top 10 reasons
you get married.
Right, the top 10 reasons why you won't get married. Because some of y'all don't know how to act, and y'all out here acting like y'all looking for husbands, but it's not going to happen. So we're going to break it down. Hopefully we can get you some resolution, because some of y'all don't know how to act.
And Natalia, you have the top 5 reasons.
I have the top 5 questions you ask yourself before you get married.
Oh, top 5 questions.
Yes, you ask yourself these questions, and it'll let you know whether or not you need to continue on with your engagement.
And I have 1,000 questions as to, does it really matter? Like, what matters when it comes to getting married?
The ring. If my ring ain't,
Hello.
It's like I'm joking. That's what a lot of people look at. If your ring is not up to par, they feelings hurt. Is it really about the ring or the commitment?
Absolutely.
Well, we'll talk about it.
We'll get there.
We're going to get there. So first we're going to go into the entertainment news, the dirty.
Yes, let's get into the dirty. Of course, you can find each one of these stories at KenBarbie.com. So we're going to start off talking about Kat Willams. Apparently, Kat is continuing his troubled ways. Apparently, in a local Seattle bar, according to police in a report obtained by E!, he got caught in a shouting match with patrons inside of the sports grill, and at one point threw a pool cue at the bar manager and refused to leave the business. On his way out, he threw a cigarette in a woman's face through her car window,
He's so high.
hitting her below her eye. And it's like, this is an angry little man.
He has
Why?
man syndrome. He can't help it.
That could be it. Like, what's the problem, Kat?
But you do know that he stopped somebody in Target recently.
What?
He stopped a man in Target and then rolled out in a cart, in a handicapped car. He's going through something.
He's very angry.
It's not even safe in Target.
Nothing is safe with Kat Willams.
The leprechauns are attacking.
Yes. The back of the
he
can't help it, guys.
He needs small man's Jesus or something. I don't know.
Yeah, baby Jesus.
Okay. So, you guys know who Rita is.
Oh, la, 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 la. Yes, Rita Ora.
For those of you who don't, Rita Ora is actually signed with Jay-Z to Roc Nation's label. She hasn't really blew up too big in the States just yet, but she's on the way. Apparently, she was actually dating Rob Kardashian, and the two broke up, and everyone was saying it was because of their distance. Rita actually lives in the UK, so they claim it was because of the distance. However, Rob actually took to Twitter yesterday and put Rita on blast.
And then deleted them.
And then deleted the tweets. But let's talk about his tweets first. End quote, I'm actually disgusted a woman could give up her body to more than 20 dudes in less than a year's time while trying to start a career. How can a woman who is so busy trying to start her own career have time to be with so many dudes all while in a relationship? She cheated on me with nearly 20 dudes while we were together. I wonder how many she will sleep with now that we're apart. But 20?
He's just like his sisters. That's too much. As a man, why are you doing all that on Twitter?
But where did 20 come in? Like,
how did he get proof?
Right. Is it like the magic number? Like, where is this number coming from?
Did he go through her phone? He was snooping.
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 Shout out to the snoopers.
But look, why was he okay with being with her throughout the relationship? So when he got to number 15, supposedly, why didn't you leave at that point?
He started counting down, like, all right, 5 more.
Now we are 19. That was 20. I gotta go. Yeah. Like, I don't get it. I don't care. But then, of course, his sister Chloe jumps in and saying she just never prosper, and then they all deleted their tweets, which bothers me. And it's like, why are you speaking and then you delete your tweets? Like, stand by what you said. Like,
that's probably not them, more of their team making them delete it and try and clean it up. But That's so D. And you can't prove that lady, unless he can prove that she had sex with 20 people, I don't think he should be saying that.
Right. I need all 20 men to come forward.
Yes, and I need to see proof. That's too much.
I need to see video.
Yeah.
Speaking of video evidence, did you guys catch Keyshia Cole's Fellatio picture?
I sure did, and I saw it, and I thought it was her.
It's not her.
I thought it was her, but it is a lot of lookalikes out there, and then, of course, you have to really investigate the tattoo on the arm.
So, apparently a woman by the name of Mari Lynn, it could be Mary, I don't know, Mari Lynn, came forward identifying herself as the woman who was performing the dome.
Okay,
well, why does she have to come forward?
Right.
Like, she didn't do anything wrong. What did she
But listen,
I want everybody to know that's me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get Keyshia all the credit for that.
do with this. What?
Yeah, Keyshia ain't getting credit for that.
But she's actually, strangely enough, she's very apologetic. She's...
That's what I'm saying. Why are you apologizing to Keyshia because you happen to look like her?
Well, she's not really apologizing to Keyshia. She's more so apologizing, saying that she was lost when she took the pictures and that was a different girl. Ma'am, it's sad. Like, why are you upset? Like, do you get
I
that?
didn't have anything to say to anybody because just because my pictures got leaked don't mean I have to explain them.
First of all, if my pictures got leaked doing something like that, I don't think I'll come out to the public.
I'm so sorry.
We all have sex. Why is that even fascinating? Like,
Kim Kardashian did get famous off of it, so I mean, maybe she thought she had a chance.
but why apologize? Like, you give head, they give head, we all give head. It's nothing. Like, why are we upset?
Because she got embarrassed and she didn't get credit for her job. She wanted credit for her head and she didn't get it.
Well,
So,
shout out to Mari Lynn. We'll see if
get her credit. She just wants.
we'll see if Mari Lynn is relevant next week or if the Keyshia Cole.
She might. She'd probably blow up like Kat Stacks.
Hey.
Kat Stacks. You know what Kat Stacks at right now?
She locked up.
Yes.
That's where she belongs.
She definitely belongs there.
Shout out to Kat. But that's actually it for the dirty. Again, if you want the full detail on any of those stories, head on over to KenBarbie.com. I want to get into the top 10.
Top 10.
Top 10
reasons you don't get married.
Why you didn't get
The
married?
top 10 reasons why you will never be married.
Good luck, ladies.
Good luck. I have advice for each of you as we go through these. All right. So number 10, you're the good time guy or the good time girl. So this could go either way. Most people wouldn't take too kindly to their significant other out popping and shaking their crotch or peeing like the renters do in the club every single weekend. There's nothing wrong with partying, going out with your friends, going out with your girls every now and then. But when it comes to come into play when your significant other wants to spend time with you and you're out at the club and that's taken away from that, that's beginning to become an issue. Why are you in the club more than you're chilling with your wannabe husband?
It's my job.
Part of my job. This is what I do.
It's definitely part
If
of my
you
job.
come into that lifestyle,
If this wasn't part of my job, then
I wouldn't be in there.
You wouldn't be. You can say that, because you didn't meet her under those.
But yeah, when you're in the
Exactly.
entertainment world, you naturally have to be out and showing support.
Well, that's different. But if you're, what was her name, Mari Lynn, that's giving head, and you showing up to the wedding with Hennessy and on your breath, it's like,
Right.
then nobody got time for that. Nobody want to marry you. I'm just saying. But number 9, you're a nag. I hate to say it so bluntly, but there is no other way to really explain that. If your words or actions create constant irritation, there's no one who's going to want to deal with that for the rest of their life. Like, nagging, like, people tend to nag when they...
It's an issue.
And we need to.
We gotta talk.
But listen, if you're like,
Hey, it's time to talk. Let's talk.
and let's talk.
We got something to talk
But if we talking and you still going about this 20 minutes after the conversation is over, I don't have.
I'm not finished
We wasn't
talking. Why did we have to
God.
finish talking?
I don't have time. Like, find your chill. I don't want to hear you. No, just relax. Like.
After we talked.
No, because I feel like people nag when they want something. So either they're doing it to get you to do what they want, get you to do what they prefer. It's like, it's something behind this nagging. Don't let them keep doing that. Like, ew. Stop nagging, ladies.
It's a part of life.
It's not. Okay, wait. Number 8. You smell desperate. So, most of us who have been in the dating scene long enough, you can smell desperation on someone you're courting after. Unfortunately, we find that very That odor very offensive, and I'm avoiding it like the plague. I don't want to be with you if you're desperate. Like, you have the ladies out here who they're willing to go after any guy. Like, just because he's showing interest, I need a husband right now, my biological clock is ticking, I'm going out for this guy.
What is that?
Guys,
I don't have one of those.
But guys see things like that, ladies, and it's not attractive. It does everything but attract someone. It just pulls
That
them
would
away.
run me off. I'm sorry, that would run me off.
Do you know what desperation smells like? Like, how do you...
It doesn't smell too good. In the shower and wash you away.
Hello? All the way away.
Wash you away.
Number 7. Again, this is the top 10 reasons why you will never be married. You've turned your relationship into a bully situation. So, you came into your relationship saying you wouldn't do with this, you have rules, you have standards, and then he broke every rule. And then you're compromising your standards to accommodate being with this guy. Even worse, you're just not enforcing any rules anymore. You're going against everything you initially stood for. So, at this point, you created a bully. You didn't create husband material, you created a bully. Because he knows he can do what he wants.
Get what he wants.
You just don't go along with it either way. So, he's not going to take you seriously. You don't have any standards. Somebody that you can't respect, somebody you take seriously, I'm not going to look to spend my life with you.
Right.
So, number 6, extreme jealousy. It's true, we're all a little bit jealous by nature. It's our significant other, we're going to get a little jealous.
I'm Aries. We got jealous tendencies.
However, there's a healthy medium level of jealousy. Like, when it gets outrageous and you start to question every single woman that your partner speaks to, and that becomes an issue. Like, walking down the aisle in front of God and 100 guests is not going to change you being insecure. It's going to get even worse when you get in front of...
Okay. You mean if I spend $50,000 on my wedding, it's not going to get better?
No.
You're still going to be insecure after you spent that $50,000.
$200,000.
And when Keyshia walks up to him after this $50,000 wedding, you still going to be mad.
Take back.
So, yeah, like, no one wants to deal with extreme jealousy. Like, if you know that's your mate, that's your mate. Don't keep pushing it 24/7.
Or you're never going to get married.
Hello?
Yeah,
Never.
that's insecurities, yeah. That you might shake and get married if that's still there.
Right. Now, number 5 of the top 10 reasons why you will never be married. Your promiscuous reputation precedes you.
Oh, that joker following you. It ain't going nowhere. Yeah, it ain't going nowhere.
Word gets around and no word travels like that of a hoe. So people talk, gossip flies, and if your dirty past finds its way into your future, you may have an issue. So it's best to just be upfront from the beginning. Let your partner know, or your person that you're courting after know that you've been through a couple things.
How do you do that? Like, how do you
Even
do
the
that?
superhead deserves a husband.
Everybody should be happy.
Yeah, but how do you go to your new partner and say, hey, by the way,
I did
have a couple trains, threesomes.
I was in a couple videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, like hang up your groupie heels and just sit them down and say, this is what I used to do.
I just don't know too many guys that's going to accept that.
Well, but do you think they prefer to hear it from the streets later on? When they're ready to put the ring on your finger and now they heard.
How do you say it? How do you say
What do
it?
you do?
Like, honey, you know, back in the day, I did do a lot of, what do you say?
I was a part of the whole life. Like, be honest and upfront. That's the key to it.
Because,
Honesty breeds trust. So tell your partner that you used to be a part of the whole life.
Right.
If he wants to deal with it, he'll deal with it.
He won't. Do not believe anything that Ken is saying right now. He won't. Keep that secret. Take it to the grave. To the grave. Tell him after y'all get married.
Yes.
Number 4 of the top 10 reasons why you will never be married. You aren't even the slightest bit domesticated. So, we want equal rights in a relationship. Everybody should put in their equal part. Meaning, both men, women, or if you decide to date the same sex, everybody should be able to chip in as far as cleaning up. We need to cook. Like, even if you don't know how to cook, it's ways around that. You can get a recipe book. You don't know how to clean. Like, hire somebody to help. Like, I don't understand how women are out here looking for husbands, but you're not willing to take care of them. Like, what are we doing?
I must put a finger up.
Yes, I'm just saying. Like it's not like 89 anymore. Like we're in 2013. You know, the males take their roles and the females take their roles, and you know we even this thing out.
But that's the thing. It should be with men too. Like
you're not gonna just tell me because I'm a woman. I gotta do all the cooking.
Everybody should. Both
wives. Like get on now.
Yeah.
Men barely want to take your car to get an oil change these days. Like, get on my face. So you put air in your own tires.
But that's not saying you have to cook every single day. Like maybe every now and again, just you gotta take care of them.
I get it. I'm about that 50-50 life.
50-50, exactly. So maybe if you don't, let him cook you clean.
You know y'all want that 80-20.
I'm 80-20.
They want 80-20. Which one you getting, the 20? You gonna make him do the 80?
Yeah, he gonna do the 80. I got a good 20. 20. I got 20 I can spare.
You would never be married.
Never. Not for a very long time.
Number 3, you treat sex like it's forbidden. So this can actually go 2 ways. Sex isn't everything in a relationship, but it's important. And anybody who doesn't think that sex isn't important in a relationship, either they're a virgin or they're lying. Like it's
or it's bad.
It's overrated.
How is it bad?
If the sex is bad, then it's not important.
Y'all shouldn't be getting married.
Hello? Y'all ain't on the street anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all ain't about that life.
Right, but marriage is made up of love, respect, and commitment. And if your appetites don't match and your sex drive is non-existent, chances are you probably won't be making it down the aisle. Because you can't
marry somebody that you can't take if they ain't right.
Hello?
I'm just saying.
Now y'all shouldn't even.
It's a long time to have to think.
Because we're talking about a lifetime.
You gonna fake for that long?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm just saying. You was the one that agreed.
Right. Most people relate through intimacy, so it's like. Now, this is the second way to get to that.
I'm a faker when it's time to fake. I'm not gonna fake forever.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
All right, clear that up.
But when is the time to fake?
When you trying to get in and out?
That was last week.
I don't have time to fake, but whatever. The other way that could go is, you know how you have these girls out here who, every time I mention sex, you like turning your nose up, acting like you offended, like you scared of what we're talking about. Like, you have to be willing to do what you have to do to get.
But first of all, you can't be coming in there like, baby, I want you to hit the jump. Like, we just gonna do it. You know what I mean? See, some guys can get a bit overbearing and it's too much.
But if
ask for it, let's make sure you ask for it the right way. You know, maybe you need to do something.
But you know that's why they cheat, right? They cheat because they can do certain things with the other chick they can't do with the main girl.
I ain't say you can't do it. I'm just saying you ain't gotta ask for it. You know how to
but
get it.
But the other chick like flip it, rub it down, whatever. I don't care.
And that's when those excuses come up like we don't connect, it's not there, all that. Because you're not, like, every time I mention sex, you're acting like I'm committing a crime. Don't nobody have time.
You just want to know when you gonna get some. You just want to know.
Hello? So number 2, again, this is the top 10 reasons as to why you will never be married. He's already said no, and you're just not listening.
You don't mean it. You don't really mean it.
So he may have said something like, marriage ain't for everyone, my parents weren't married and everything turned out okay. Things like that, and you sitting there thinking you're going to change him, you're going to mold him, you're going to make him into what you want him to be.
It's been 10 years.
I want y'all to realize you cannot change or mold anybody.
Yeah, it's not
they are who they are.
And you ain't going to make him be us.
Hello? You're not going to do anything but drain yourself, sit there with your expectations of marriage, and it's not going to happen.
Yep.
Poor guy.
True story.
Number 1, you're already playing house.
What you mean?
Let me clarify. I do personally believe in living with someone before you marry them.
Yeah.
Because you don't know them until you do so.
2012, man.
However, you have to have limitations. You need to nurture your connection with this person before you're giving them everything. So y'all sharing bills, y'all live together, you got kids, like, there's nothing left for me to marry you for. Right. It's no progression. Everything is here all at once. It shouldn't be like that. You have to have your limitations.
You have to be like, I ain't getting a pole in the bedroom until we get married.
Hello?
I'm just saying they give you something to look forward to. Like, I'm not spending $200 on that fancy lingerie. Not until you put that ring on my finger, and then you know we can do something strange.
You already cooking, you already cleaning, you already washing clothes. Like, I don't have anything else to look forward to.
That's my favorite. No, we're not married.
You already been back over the bed rail. It's nothing else. It's nothing left.
That's my new excuse. Nope, not to be married.
Right.
Y'all call us and let us know how y'all feel about that topic. The number is 804-915. What was the number?
5202.
5202.
I was doing so good, too.
Make sure you call us.
That's a real fun.
And that was number 10. That was number 1. So whether you agree, disagree with any of the top 10, hit us up. Again, it was 804-915-5202.
5202.
And let us know. I mean, you may have found marriage when you're doing all of this stuff and acting up, but I don't see it for you. So
let's go into my first topic. Like, how long do you think it should be with an engagement now? We're talking about engagements because, you know, you got an engagement ring. What's the time limit on having that before you get married? Because most people say if you're engaged and it's been 2 years or more, you're not going to get married.
2 years?
2 years. I see that.
If you've been engaged for 2 years, you're not going to get married.
How old are we? Are we older? Have we settled down? It depends on, are we still in college? I don't know.
Because, I mean, yeah, that could make a difference. But, seriously, though, in college, if you are engaged with you...
Nah.
What would your time limit be?
I don't think I have a timeline. Honestly, I don't have a time limit, but if it's like, if clearly we're in love and it's not going anywhere and it's just like the same old, then yeah, maybe we do need to take it that extra step, you know. But as far as saying 2 years, it could be 1 year or it could be 4 years. You know what I mean? 2 years is iffy.
But no, sometimes it goes 5 hours.
I'm telling you right now, I don't have time to be engaged for no longer than 2 years.
What?
2 years?
What?
Ken has a time limit.
What? I will stay engaged until I'm ready. We still engaged.
But you have to think about it like
I can't afford to get married and then get a divorce. That's all I'm saying. I only got one time.
so that's why you have a relationship before.
Something. That's what that is. Single life. That's what
I'm
that
just
is.
saying I don't have time to pay for a wedding, pay for a dress, go through all that, and then have to do it all over again. Right. So I just want to make sure I'm ready.
You've been together for 2 years. You're engaged for another 2. That's 4 years.
4.
That's 4 years, right?
Okay, we're
So then,
together and we engaged for 4 years, and maybe that does make a difference. But 2 years together, no.
2 years together. Is it in a relationship together? You could do it.
I mean, before we get engaged, we're definitely gonna have a relationship first. So like after we've gotten through our relationship, while we're spending another 2 years after you told me you want to marry me, I have the ring on my finger. What are we waiting for?
If you got a new job opportunity and you have to move away, and then something
Anything
could happen. Anything could happen.
Marriage is a lifetime commitment. So if you're doing any of that, they're going with you. So do it.
Not today. I got somebody for number 1 plane ticket. So we gonna baby, honey, I'm gonna be right back. I'm just saying, 2 years is not a long time. Not now.
I don't have time. I don't have 2 years.
So it shouldn't be a time limit on that.
It shouldn't be a time limit. You'll know when it's time to get married.
But you're going to know that you're never going to get married too at some point.
Oh yeah.
And it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, you look at your clock.
So at what point would you sit down and say, this ain't happening? We're 5 years down the line. This ain't.
It depends on what done happened in them 5 years. If you done got caught cheating and you got babies on me, first of all, and I ain't making it to 5 years with somebody who I don't really, you know, that wasn't right. Like, only way we get to 5 years and don't get married is if something went wrong like that day. Then we break up. You know what I mean? Then we break up. But it ain't like, you know, all throughout the relationship we've been together and all this stuff been happening and we're still together. No. If it done got too crazy, we wouldn't have made it to 5 years. You know? So we just gonna get married whenever we're ready. Whenever we got the money.
Don't ask me to marry you if you're not willing to marry me within the next 2 years.
So you heard it here first from Kat.
2 years? Who paid for the wedding?
They're going to pay for it.
Okay. I'm just saying.
So you got to wait on it. Pretty much.
You got to be able to afford the wedding. You got to be able to afford the commitment.
Hey, call us, y'all. 804-915-5202.
Yep.
Marriage.
The ring.
The ring.
Does the ring matter?
Absolutely.
Does the ring matter? Politically correct or politically valid? Because I want to ring. Don't ask me to marry me without a ring. Don't come and ask me to marry, I'm just saying it matters.
So you can't just go and get a tattoo ring?
What? No, because see, we can get a divorce. I can take that ring off, but when we get a divorce, I can't take that. I can't take that thing off. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. It don't have to be a huge ring, but I'm just if you want.
So the cost of it doesn't matter to you.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
don't come to me with a ring you got from somebody's pawn shop, Walmart. I don't have time.
But like, we've been together for 2 years, and I really shouldn't be able to get to you because, you know, you ain't got that much time left. Didn't you say you got 2 years? I'm just trying to get to the important stuff.
The ring?
So you need to get the ring.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying. This is coming from somebody who wants to get married so bad.
And you have to have a ring.
Yeah,
I have to have a ring. Get married without a ring.
It's not about the commitment.
Does it really matter, though?
We already had a commitment. Now I need to sign.
Why does the ring matter? Is what I don't get. Why does that matter?
Why does the
cost of it matter? Why does it matter?
It's tradition.
There's a lot of traditions that we don't stick to, you know.
I like that one.
It's traditional not to get living in the house with a man before you get married, too. That's a tradition.
Yeah, and I believe in that one, too. There is a tradition to give me that thing on my finger. We all know that.
Exactly.
We all know that. If you
started that?
So you're willing to go without a ring? You're willing to go without a ring?
No.
I don't need no ring.
You are
I'm not getting married. I'm not getting married.
If somebody proposed to you, why are you going to take him serious if he does not have a ring?
I would take a microphone. Because I love mics.
But what I'm saying to you is, if he asks to marry you without a ring, are you going to take him serious?
He might not have it at that time.
So
it might not be right at that time.
He's not prepared to be married.
No. He might want to marry you. Y'all might be on some justice of the peace type thing. You know,
you not really going to justice of the peace and you ain't giving me no ring. You can't afford a ring always, man.
I'll tell you this. Now, brother.
I'm the same tax bracket. You are not marrying me.
Ask your wage.
Not age.
Not going to happen.
So, I'm just saying. Tough times.
No.
Y'all love each other, right? You know.
Unless Sandy came in the house and wiped that ring.
Irene, Sandy, somebody.
I'm not having it. I'm just saying. How are we going to go to the justice of the peace and we ain't getting a wedding ring? Where's the commitment?
What do I have to show for it?
So the ring matters.
The ring matters. I mean, it matters, but it matters. It means something.
And I'm not going to the justice.
It's a reminder. I need that reminder.
Thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what topic y'all was on right now.
We're talking about marriage and whether or not the ring matters.
Do the ring matter? No, the ring don't matter.
That's right, baby. That's right.
Are you married?
Are you thinking about
I
this?
ain't married. I ain't
That's right.
I don't get married.
So what do you mean? Okay, if we was talking about your mom, if we was talking about your mother, would you want your mother to marry a man who didn't have a ring for her?
They shouldn't get married, period.
You ain't being fair.
I need a ring.
How ain't being fair?
You gotta answer the question, yes or no. Does the ring matter?
No, the ring don't matter.
Why? How you gonna prove the commitment?
So my love depends on if I buy you a $20,000 ring and that.
Exactly.
Yep.
Are you serious?
It don't have to be $20K, but I'm just saying.
I'm not $20,000 ring and don't care nothing about you.
Exactly.
Indeed, but
And it's a real sad rich people out there.
Granted, I just want my ring. I'm just saying, that's my personal opinion. Thank you.
What you gonna do with the ring?
Put it on. Look at it. Remember, when I get out club, it's gonna remind me.
Thank you for calling.
I'm just saying. I think sometimes,
I just got a text message that said it's overrated. Really.
The ring is overrated?
It's overrated.
But I feel like if I don't have anything to show for it, we could have stayed boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever you want to call it.
Until you were ready to marry me. We're not ready. We're not ready. If you can't afford a wedding, then you can't afford a ring.
We are ready.
We're not
I just don't got the ring right now.
We're not ready. That's part of the...
Thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
Yeah, I just wanted to make a quick comment. The ring, actually, it should not make or break what really, is at stake right there, which is love. Back in the day, they didn't have any type of, elements or finances to get a ring. So without the ring, would your love be less? Is that what y'all saying? Is that what you're saying? I'm not
saying that it's less. I'm just saying that I prefer a ring. I'm not saying that, because he doesn't have the money to afford a ring, that he don't really love me. I'm just saying I want a ring.
And I'm not saying that it doesn't mean we're not in love either.
I came to propose to you without a ring, but you've been with me for 5 years and you really know my in and out and love for you.
5 years? I told you 5 years ago I needed a ring. What are you talking about?
Hello?
We discussed that before it even happened. Like,
Man, y'all have a great
you
night.
too.
Thanks for calling.
We discussed this. Look, on the first date. So do you believe in rings?
Yes, that's what I'm gonna start. You know what? And I'm glad y'all reminded me because now I'm gonna start letting people know.
Set the expectation.
Straight up, like.
No, because I don't want no surprises. If you feel some type of way, then we will not even continue. But I'm just saying, my personal preference, I prefer a ring.
So this man really, really loves you. He just
Get
don't have it.
alone. Pay some.
They offer financing.
Baby, go in debt for me. Yes, go in debt. You know, we won't be able to pay off our credit cards and none of the loans.
But hey, we together.
Put out the house, but I got a ring.
We can get together.
So you saying now we got credit cards together?
Yeah.
You can't wait. Tell me you want me to go in debt with you and you can't afford a ring? You ain't get no card with my name on it and tell me I'm married. Period. We ain't getting married, so you get the ring. So let's prioritize and let's talk about what.
Make it happen.
Get it right. That's all I'm saying.
All right. What about your lockdown?
That's what I'm saying. Lockdown on lockdown.
Your lockdown on lockdown.
Because a lot of people have, you know, they fall in love and happen to find trouble when their significant other gets locked up or whatever, goes to jail, get a bid,
Nope.
1 year. You wait, you ain't gonna marry him in jail? Hurt? Him hurt?
I don't have time.
You want a daggone ring. You think you gonna get that while they locked up?
I'm asking y'all. Y'all ain't asking me the question. I'm really asking y'all the question. Are you gonna marry somebody? This is your kid's father. You know, y'all have kids together. This is.
Kids don't make you sign no contract.
But we are in love. We in love.
I'm gonna say this.
Nah, the jail thing, no.
If it's a reasonable amount of time, like say maybe it's a year or two, alright, I got you. I've made that commitment to you. But if we locked up for about 4, 5, 6, 7, at this point I have to go. Because
you asking for a whole lot.
I require too much attention for you to be locked up.
But
Right.
this is how I feel about locked up. It depends on like, okay, if you getting locked up for something that I might have had a part to do with, then maybe I am gonna have to stick around for you. Know,
Okay,
maybe
that's different.
Maybe we was on our Bonnie and Clyde.
You took a bid for me.
You know, we was on Bonnie and Clyde and we got into some trouble. I'm gonna have. It's only right that I wait, right? I mean, I gotta wait a little. I don't give him a, you know, there's a cap on it. I ain't waiting but so long, but I'm saying I would be more willing to wait for a guy who might be in trouble because something that we did together. That's the only way I'm dating or marrying or considering a guy in jail. Not even my baby daddy.
I wouldn't do it at all.
Why? You might know. I mean, that ain't right.
It depends on how long they're in there, and it depends on like how were y'all before they got locked up. Because some people think that they're so in love, but your man don't come home every night. But now he come home every night because he in jail. You don't got no choice. So of course now you calling more and you doing more. You writing all these letters. So you in jail you turn into a different man. You come right back out. If you wait, if somebody do ask to marry you while they locked up, wait till they come out, right? Give them 2 months. They fall back into the same thing.
So you wait the 5 years?
So
absolutely not.
I'm not waiting the 5 years.
Nope.
Let's be first.
But
let's be honest.
So do you guys think like marriage is a realistic expectation these days?
Is it a real? Yes, I do. I honestly do. Some people get married. I know people who went to school with me who are married, in love, have kids, and they're happy. I'm not thinking about it right now, but I think that, you know, one day I want a wedding. I want a husband.
I want everything.
You want a dog, a picket fence, and a baby.
I need all of that. Like, I can't just plan.
What about the commitment? What about the love? Do you want the love?
Of course, that's going to come first. And then we're going to get into my plan.
All y'all want is a picket fence and a dog and all that.
Yeah.
And my ring.
And a ring.
And I'm not going to the Justice of the Peace.
I just need a support system.
I'll go to the Justice of the Peace. We can go on the beach, just me and you. We can go to Vegas, just me and you.
My wedding has been planned since I was like 12.
She asked you what
y'all pay all this money for what? To feed the family.
You pay all this money for a prom, for your...
that don't matter. That's kidding stuff. Your parents do that. You're not doing it.
Paying for, I'm just saying, we invest in dumb stuff all the time.
Yeah, but the wedding, you buy all this good food and get the biggest venue for all the other people to look at you.
When is the next time?
It's not about you at the end of the day. Do you know
What's the next time you will ever have to do an event like that? Ever?
Well, for some people, they don't have to do it.
Baby, you can do it all over again.
No, but that's different. That's considering you get a divorce. But if you don't get married, what else are you and your husband going to do?
Renew your vows.
And we're not going to spend that much again.
In 20 years?
Whenever you want to.
Oh, you want to baby my ring then?
Some people renew their vows every year.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Get married at the Justice of the Peace. Then the next year, if y'all still working out, have your wedding then and get your ring.
I need it. First.
Pumpkin, you giving them too much slack. Like, you letting them slide by with too much. You don't ain't no ring. You're the Justice of the Peace. You're not spending no money. Like, what am I getting out of this besides what I've already had before we got engaged?
I already had that.
We could have been in love.
What about love?
We girlfriends in love. We were totally in love before we got married. And then I thought about the fact that you never had some money to give me a ring. You never had money to give me a real wedding. So now I'm mad and now I'm an angry wife. It's one thing to be an angry girlfriend, but it's a whole nother story to be an angry wife.
Now you got to hear my mouth all day for the rest of your life. Because you didn't put no ring on my finger.
Because remember you said you were going to give me a ring a month after we got married?
And now it's 2 years after we got married. And what can I do? What, we going to get a divorce just so we can get married again? I'm just...
Nope.
You can't compromise stuff like that. I ain't compromising my ring.
So what's your top 5?
My top 5 is top 5 questions you ask yourself before marriage, right?
Okay.
I mean, it's real simple. I just think that sometimes you got to sit down and you got to be in a real nice quiet room and you need to be honest with yourself.
Just with yourself.
You have to ask yourself and you have to be honest. You have to actually answer your own questions and you have to be honest with yourself. So listen up, Dirty Laundry. This is my top 5 questions that you ask yourself before you get married. Number 5, do your family like him? You know,
that
like,
matters.
Can he even come over? Do he come over? You don't?
I don't.
That's why that's my number 5. Because it's honest, you can get around your parents liking them, but it does matter. It does matter because your parents know you. They know what you like. They know what you don't like. They know what's good for you and what's not good for you. So even if you think that they might be wrong, granted they could be wrong, but I do think it matters. You know, you just got to at least consider that.
It does matter if your family doesn't like them.
At the end of the day, your parents have to speak to them.
It matters to you, but in reality, you can move to another state and never have to deal with your parents.
You could.
So
you could, but
that's my number.
Yeah, that
5.
wouldn't feel good, not being able to take your partner to your parents' house.
Or be able to talk to your parents about
or just go to your
or say we're
family,
engaged.
period.
Because, you know.
And then the whole family like, oh, man.
Right.
But eventually, once you're married, they have to deal with that. It's nothing that they can do about it. They can't make you get a divorce. So that's why I say it doesn't matter.
Can, you know, not
they don't have to deal with y'all. They might not even deal with your kids when they have grandkids.
Then that's not really your family. It shouldn't matter.
People do it all the time.
Yeah. But that's why it's my number 5, because it really you can go both ways with that. Number 4 is, have you already, identified and we communicated our needs? You know, attention, your affection, respect, sex, what you like, what you don't like, your flaws. We talked about everything that's, we put everything in the open, so what you don't like, we might can come to an agreement, something like that. I need to know that you want to have sex 6 times a week.
Right.
And I also need to know that you want your ring before you get engaged. I also need to know, I need to know everything about you. Right? Ask yourself. Yeah. We already talked about.
I agree with that one.
Expectations and expectations.
Okay.
Did I already say that? Yeah, that's what I meant.
I'm with that.
Number 3, when you disagree, is it ever like a win-win situation? Do we compromise? Or is it always, remember you saying the bully situation where he always or
he gets his way.
Whoever, one of the other always gets their way. Instead of us coming into agreement and let's everybody be happy. It's more like I'm just going to let you be happy and I'm going to go to my corner and I'm going to do whatever I want to do and I'm going to forget about it. Versus everybody being happy, let's sit at the table and eat dinner together. One of those situations. Number 2. And I have to go back and forth about my number 2 and my number 1 because to me they're both very, very important. But my number 2 question was, who's paying the bills?
Absolutely.
Should we have joint bank accounts? Those type of things. Are we in the same tax bracket? Do we know how much debt your partner has? Those type of questions
People keep that stuff a secret.
No, not me.
But do you think you should have joint bank accounts? Do you think you should know that information?
No.
Should I know how much you make?
No. You can know how much I make, but we're not getting joint bank accounts. Not yet. Not for a while.
But you're ready to get married. So
what? What are we getting joint bank accounts for?
You can have your own, though.
Even if y'all do. Yeah, we can have a
savings account. You don't have to tell them, We can have a savings account, and I'm going to have my account, and you're going to have your account. Because
it's sometimes when I want to spend my money, and I want to do what I want to do.
And that's why you have a secret account
Oh, no, I ain't even gonna be a secret.
Sometimes you gotta have a secret. You can't let your right hand know what your left hand doing situation. You gotta have a secret account.
I'm just saying.
Because he might want to dip into your account. Like, you know that other account you got?
Other account.
Yeah, the other one you got, can we draw off of that? Like, nah.
Nope. Not tonight.
We don't share. I need access.
What?
Thanks for calling Dirty Laundry.
You get a red box, you get no access. $1.
Thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
In Brooklyn.
I'm sorry?
I was saying what's up to Pumpkin.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, nothing. Hey, let me see. I agree with Pumpkin. I agree with Pumpkin about the ring thing, right? Ring don't matter. Because my question to you guys is, what does the ring mean to you?
The ring means that we are committed and you have fulfilled my obligations. I told you that I wanted a ring, and that's all I want. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. You can't give me a ring. Just go out to marry me until you get one.
Until you're prepared.
I'm not mad.
Just come correct. That's all we're asking.
Man, I'm not saying that a man shouldn't get a woman a ring. I'm saying that why should he spend $5,000 on a ring for you to look at?
The same reason you spend $5,000 on a motorcycle, the same reason you spend $5,000 on a vacation,
Hello.
the same reason you spend $5,000 on whatever you want to spend $5,000 on. I'm just letting you know that I think that that's a good investment.
Somebody go buy her a ring.
Please.
Thank you for calling.
I'm just saying it matters. So, my number 2 was financial. Financially, are we financially stable? Will we ever get financially stable? Are you spending all my money? You know, just things like that. And my number 1 question that you ask yourself is, can you live without him? Because if you can, then you shouldn't get married. If you
I can live without a lot of people.
If you can live without this person you're thinking about getting married, then I don't really think you have to get married. Because it's like,
I don't need to spend my life with you.
if I don't have to, I don't, you know, it's some people that you feel like they're irresistible. Like you just, you know, you want to be with them 24/7. You want to have their kids.
Well,
You wouldn't mind letting them, you know, getting engaged without a ring. That's if that person makes you feel like that, then maybe you should. Maybe? No. Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I can live without anybody. Like, if I have to, I'm going to make do.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is. Like, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Y'all call us at 804-915-5202.
Thanks for calling Dirty Laundry.
Yeah, I just got a comment on when you're talking about married and not getting married. I think your choice, once you say you were married, you make an obligation that's saying that's your special one, that you're the only one. But when you choose not to marry, deep down from a man's standpoint, it's like you can walk anytime you want. You know, you had a choice to say, if I don't like what's going on, I'm going to walk out this relationship. But when you're married, it seems like it holds you there, even if you'll try to make it work, because you have made this commitment. Although it's just a piece of paper or a ring, you made a commitment. You made a covenant with each other and said, we're going to stick together for better or worse. But when you're single and you're saying boyfriend and girlfriend, you can walk out of the relationship if things get tough. That's the way I look at it, and I talk to a lot of people at work. They don't want that commitment. They say, I'm gonna fight through this struggle. I can walk out this when I want to walk out. And then when you get your children come into a relationship, they do the same thing. They don't want to commit to anything because they see what their parents did. And then when you got society, put things like you gonna say to the application, they're gonna say, your parents married. That puts stress on your whole family structure in a whole. So society, in a sense, is going to dictate it. But when you say you're married, that's a commitment. And that's my opinion, I think.
Thank you for calling.
Right.
I respect that. You better preach, sir.
Divorce is not an option. That's a lie, y'all.
So what if it's just like
That's why you should wait.
wrong? Like,
I mean, you just
I
should
am
wait.
waiting. I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine with waiting.
I'm fine.
Let's wait.
Please.
so when you guys
I'm 50.
So when you guys get into a situation as far as dating someone now, y'all don't think like maybe one day we may walk down the aisle? Y'all don't get into all of that? What?
That question is one of them crazy questions. 'Cause you don't,
I'm here for all of that.
Like, you get bored, you might want somebody to go with you to bingo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
marriage, do I think about marriage today? No. Nope. Not at all.
But why not? What does marriage stop for you?
It's not marriage is stopping anything. It's my career that I'm focused on. I'm just not focused on, you know. Yeah.
There's Beyonce.
Beyonce was in the game a long time before she got married. Everybody who you about to name, I'm pretty sure they was pretty much in
Oprah.
Oprah's still single. Oprah is still single.
And got plenty of money.
Perfect example for like not doing it without marriage. Okay.
Oprah is.
If I was Oprah, I wouldn't get married either. Just because look what happened with Eric Benet and Halle Berry, though.
That's totally different.
They took her money.
But stuff happens, you know.
No, don't let it happen like that.
That can happen with anybody. I got $20 in my pocket. I know somebody who come take my $20. Just because I'm Oprah. I was Halle Berry don't mean that was the reason that they got, you know, robbed or whatever. You know, somebody took into that.
What's your excuse? What does marriage stop for you? Your career?
I'm just not interested. Like, why? Like, it just don't matter to me.
Because you love him so much.
Who?
Him, somebody.
Who?
When you love him so much, you just
when
to take
when you love him.
So you wait. She's crazy.
Hey,
y'all don't want to be happy.
Not looking for that.
I'm totally happy.
Very happy, actually. Have you ever seen me sad?
But
only time I got sad is when the intro wouldn't play last week. That's it.
But like with you, okay, you said that you have to dedicate that to your career. So what is all of that if you don't have anybody to share it with at the end of the day?
I got somebody to share with. We just not married.
I share with my friends.
I'm just saying I know my guy can't afford a ring.
We have fun time.
And that's the point. What, fun? With your friends?
Yeah, we share everything.
Nah, you ain't spending with your friends.
Some people are.
But you're
I'm not.
With your
But
friends.
some people are.
So, I mean, whatever. Marriage.
I'm all for it.
Why? Why are you in a rush?
Because it's all a part of the plan. Like this, y'all don't understand. I've had this stuff planned since I was like 12. Like all this guy got to do is show up.
You got
like,
this dream.
You know what? He's living in a big.
You still believe in the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus and everything.
Because I believe in marriage.
Yeah, you believe in all that.
You believe in the white picket fence and the dog.
I'm not gonna let me have my perfect life.
You can.
Invite me there when you get there.
You'll be.
Tell me where it's at.
You'll be a bridesmaid.
I'm not putting on dress.
Like, oh my God.
I would get dressed.
You said what?
I would get dressed for that wedding.
You like weddings? Do y'all crash weddings?
I like the food.
Weddings,
but y'all gonna spend all this money on the food and the cake. That's what I like.
Well, I'm not a wedding.
I might just come to the reception.
You're not invited if you just come to my reception.
Nah, that's what my mother do though.
Some people do.
I'm going to the reception though.
As long as you go and you gotta go.
See?
Thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
Yes, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
All right. I think marriage is a sacred thing where you have to be able to provide for both the women and the man. And I think the man should be able to open doors for women in the same way that women open doors for men.
Right.
That's right, David.
Listen. You ain't right.
So you're just saying you think that the woman should be able to hold the man up just like the man should be able to hold the woman up?
Yeah, I mean, it takes both to tango, you know. I think if a woman wants to have a man that is going to be faithful and be able to commit, I mean, the woman should be able to do things for the man the same way that men do things for women.
Equal partnership. I agree.
And so you have to be able to compromise.
All right,
whatever it is you're doing together. All right?
And I'm still not getting married.
You look funky. You chill out, okay?
Bye.
So
I'm all for it. I'm all for marriage.
I mean, I'm all for seeing people happy. I really am. I mean,
one day.
I don't think it's a bad thing, but I mean, I see a lot of people rushing into it and then divorce.
So let me ask you this. Since you're so against marriage, what would it take for you to settle down? We'll get back to it. Hold on. Thanks for calling Dirty Laundry.
Yeah, I got a question. Let's say you ladies take all the material, being able to provide for you and all that away from the picture. Would you still consider not marrying until, I mean, what time frame would you decide that you're ready to get married if a person had nothing to offer you?
We're not getting married.
We don't need to talk.
I wouldn't have got that far.
We ain't got nothing to talk
Why
about.
would you marry someone who has nothing to offer you? That's supposed to be your partner. What partnership is that? You don't have nothing to offer me, and I don't have nothing to offer you.
Now, if I was already with you and something happened to where you did lose everything, that's a different story. But if we into all of this and this is you, we wouldn't have got that far to get ready for marriage.
Yeah, we wouldn't even be talking about marriage. We would know.
So basically, you married for materialistic.
It ain't about material.
He don't have nothing.
You don't got nothing. What are you bringing to the table?
Find somebody who does not have anything.
A partner is meant to uplift you and bring you up.
At least in close to the same tax bracket. If you don't own nothing and I don't own nothing, we're going to be perfectly fine together. But if I got everything and you don't have nothing, then you ain't going to be using all my, because eventually I'm going to get that and I'm going to want my, why I can't go buy me a new pair of shoes?
Thank you for calling.
Like used shoes? Like, nah, I'm just saying, no.
Yo, you get so hyped. Calm down.
Oh, I just be talking.
You like
it's me.
Yo.
If you get in my house is so loud all day. That's my dog about. Everybody's so loud.
But yeah, like, that don't even make sense. You're not bringing nothing to the
At all. Why am I partnering up with you?
Love ain't enough with zero. No,
Love.
that's not gonna work.
That's like marrying a homeless person. Dirty laundry.
Nothing wrong with being homeless, though.
Hey, how y'all doing tonight?
Hello.
How are you?
Hello.
I think that marriage is so 1980ish. I mean, right now, this is 2013, and a lot of people just don't get married no more. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different time, a different place. I think if a person is happy, you can be either happy, married, or not married. You know, and I just think marriage now is just so underrated. You know, you have a lot of people right now that are not married, just as happy as can be, and you have people that are married just as miserable as can be.
Yeah.
So marriage really is not something that it's just the main thing to do now. I mean, I know they said that that's not the right way to be, but it is 2013. It is what it is.
So let me ask you a question, sir.
I say that Miss Paulson, you looking as good as ever tonight, girl.
Baby, I know you looking good behind that TV.
All right, Miss Paulson, you be good, girl.
You too.
Let me ask y'all my question for him. Like, what would it take for you to change that aspect of
Change
marriage?
what?
Why don't you just settle down? Like, yes. What would that guy have to have?
When you get it, you got it. You know when you got it, but it's not nothing you go looking for. That's how I feel about it. It's not that I'm against it. I haven't found it yet. When I find it, then I'll think about commitment. But until then, we don't need to plan it. We don't need to talk about it, and we don't need to.
But see, that's not what Pumpkin's saying. Pumpkin's saying she just don't want it no matter what.
I'm not ready.
She's not ready.
I know I'm not ready. I see too much going on with other people, and you shouldn't base it off of that. But at the end of the day, I do. I'm me. I ain't like everybody else. We all know that I'm different. So if I see like most of my friends going through the marriage and it's just not working, it's just like, God, that stress. I don't got time for that. Mm-hmm. I'm happy right now. I'm very happy. I can't see myself going through that. I was in a long-term relationship for 11 years and I didn't get married. And I'm glad I did not get married. I could have married him in jail.
Were you
talking about jail? I could have married him in jail. I don't even want that. He tried. I don't even want that, though. Like, no, you're not going to do that in jail. What sense does that make?
Yeah, I'm in jail. What about if his big, what about if he do something crazy in jail?
They do stuff like that. Like, it's not.
We still stuck.
I'm perfectly fine.
Divorce is not an option. But how do y'all feel about divorce?
I'm not with it. If I got into this with you, that's what we're going to do.
I'd get divorced.
Pumpkin's not here for love at all.
I would do it. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm being so real. I'm being so real. I'm a runner. If the situation ain't right, I run. I dip out of it. Like if you tell me you don't like something that I'm doing or whatever, it's just like, well, guess what? Not changing it. Not changing it. So how you want to do this, dog? So that's it. I'm gonna run. Like, and that might be why the getting married and that long-term commitment. I'm not ready. No.
Not yet,
because I can't just run out of marriage.
You
gotta go through a lot of stuff. You gotta spend a lot of money to do that these days.
I'm here for all of it.
Probably same amount of money.
Ken, I wish you the best, baby. I can't wait for your wedding.
It's gonna
promise you, I can't wait.
Yes, pink and white.
Yes, perfect.
Pink and white. Like, it's all laid out. Like, we're not gonna go into detail. I'll tweet it later. Follow me at KenBarbie. Since I was 12, like, do y'all know that?
When I was 12, I was riding BMX bikes.
Super hype.
Seriously. Yes. Like, come on now. We worrying about walking to McDonald's and Taco Bell. Like,
I have
worry
dreams.
about marriage.
So you looking for a husband?
Not even that, but if it comes, I'm ready. I know what I need.
Are you looking, when you first meet him, are you considering marrying, like, would I marry this person?
No, not when I first meet you, but if I'm going to continue a serious relationship with you, I am thinking of the future, like, could I actually see myself spending my life with this person? Would I actually...
In every relationship that you're in, that's what you say to yourself?
Yes.
You don't even give it a chance to progress?
I let it progress first, and if you decide we're committing...
How many weeks?
We can get back to...
I need to know habits before I think about anything.
Thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
Yeah, I got another question.
What's up?
So now that I established that you guys wouldn't take anyone with being broke or anything, so if you meet somebody that was in your standards and you took y'all took equal agreement on things. So let's say your best friend decides that he marries her, or so. Will that bother you or not?
That's not gonna happen.
What? That's not my best friend.
What is going on? Why? No.
That's not my friend.
Would that bother you if your
if your friend married this guy that didn't have anything?
Yeah, if you married a guy, y'all had everything, you had money, you had your own and all that, so your girlfriend Pumpkin decided to marry you.
You think I want her man?
Broke man.
Well, you don't know. You might fall in love with him. You might.
I don't do man like that, dog.
Why does she have the opportunity to fall in love? Like, I don't get it.
How did you even get personal? How did y'all even get personal?
What are y'all talking about when I'm not around?
Right. Something ain't right.
Man, you cheating.
Do the math.
I mean, you in it for money. You in it for agreements of what y'all doing, but you don't know what he's going to look for. He might look at somebody that got a little bit more money or a little bit more pumpkin.
He been looking at some movies. Thank you for calling. My friend.
I'm just saying, that's a lot. This is my last question. Do y'all look at marriage as like a business sometimes?
Absolutely.
Being that you got to sign a prenup, you got, it's other little options.
Do you believe in that?
That marriage is a business?
Do you believe in a prenup?
Do I believe in a prenup?
Do you have to have one? I'm telling you right now, I do. I got goals in life.
I do.
5 years from now, I'm going to be rich. And I'm sorry, but you're not getting no parts of that.
Right.
If we get married.
What about if he's wealthier than you?
I want a prenup. And I want him to get one and saying that I can have whatever he gets.
I don't know, that's tough. It really is. Because I'm going to wing that thing. I'm going to be like, I don't know, it depends on who it is.
I do want that alimony. I mean.
Something happened, you come up short. You ain't signing that piece of paper, I'm just saying. I don't know, it depends. It really depends. I can't answer that question.
I need one. You're not getting what I'm working for. Simple as that.
What about if you feel like you deserve what he was working for or she was working for?
Oh, that's gonna happen. But I'm gonna have a prenup.
You ain't gonna want my stuff. Cause I'm just gonna be like, yo, if I can't have it, you can't have it. I'm just gonna, you ain't getting mine. You don't want mine. How about that? You don't want what I got. Cause if I can't have it, then you can't have it. But.
All right, y'all. So we want to thank y'all for tuning in to Dirty Laundry. The hour is up. Catch me on thepshow.com every Saturday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. You can also catch me at 1800 Bar every Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. That's 1800 East Main Street.
Check me out 24 hours a day. It's KenBarbie.com, your #1 news source.
I'm Boobs and Tattoos, 2Z's and DoubleD's.com, BoobsandTattoosRadio.com. I'm live tonight from 8 to 10 on BoobsandTattoosRadio.com, and we talking about whole stories.
Follow us on Twitter. You can follow me at TLL Pumpkin. What's your Twitter?
At It's KenBarbie.
And I'm at Boobs and Tattoos, 2Z's.
At TS, KenBarbie.
Don't get married.
Get married. I love you guys.
Ask some questions first. Can you live without him? It matters.
Yes, indeed.
I'm going to get married.
With a white picket fence and a pretty little dog.
I already have the dog. I just got to get the fence. And the man.
You say so.
Thanks for tuning in, you guys.
Till next time.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wow.